Well, welcome back to Six Cars, everybody. It's another day, another bright and early start. We're currently at Shake Shack Road, aka Gaien, with all the trees lined up. You guys remember this. OG subscribers will remember very vividly. We were here yesterday too, so we'll start our day here. We'll do the usual Sunday rounds. We have Daikaku. We'll come back here, Tatsumi as well. So we'll start off with some classics here and see where the day takes us. I'm sure there'll be plenty of good stuff again. So if you haven't already, guys, subscribe, like, comment, and share, all that good stuff. Let's jump right into the action. So the early subscribers will know that Sunday mornings here at Shake Shack Road or Gaien are all about the classics, and you get some pretty interesting stuff. It's always a mixed bag. There's always a lot of Lotus Europas. It's so popular here. Look at that, even from a C2 Corvette, 911s, like Alpha Giulia, just a little bit of everything. You got a beautiful old E-type convertible there. That is very good looking. More 911s up there. Potentially a real career RS. He does have the 1973 number plate, so it is quite a possibility. Wouldn't put it past Tokyo, because there's always some crazy stuff driving around. Actually, look at this. We have the Tommi Makinen Evo driving by with the livery. That's probably the coolest thing here. That's so nice. There's a nice 911 driving by too. A little Honda Beat action. Yeah, so a little bit of everything. 2CV. Got another E-type convertible over there. We have a 356. There is quite a nice mixed bag here. And it looks like there might be a Mercedes 500E coming down the aisle here. One that was built with a Porsche. Let's see. Oh, never mind, it is the four-door 500E, so very nice. And we've arrived here, guys. It almost feels like we've been living here for the first few days that we've been in Japan, and why not? This is the place to be if you are a car enthusiast. Well, I would start off by showing this Viper. Man, that is serious. That is something that is pretty cool in North America, but even to see this in Japan is very rare, especially when it's done up like that. We've got the touring car tribute Nissan Primera here with the Calsonic livery. Absolutely love that. Always nice to see. Really good looking R32 here as well, with quite a few Nismo goodies on it by the looks of it. So let's see what we have in store for us today. This is the Sunday after the official New Year's meet, so this is just a regular Sunday here. Look at that, we've got a TVR Tuscan, which are always a treat to see. It's such a cool and crazy unique design, so good to see that. Look at that, we've got the Liberty Walk GTR rolling in. It is absolutely packed, and it's only 9:30, so it's only just going to get better. And just towards the edge of the lot here, how's this for a little combo? We've got the GT Black Series in orange, which I think is probably the best color for this car. Orange is a bit of a divisive color, I think, on many, but I think it just really suits the aggressive style of the GT Black Series. It's such a cool looking car. And beside that, I guess his the muscle, we've got the Mansory G-Wagon over there, so a pretty cool little Mercedes duo there, as we are just going to wait and see what else is going to pull into Daikaku today. Okay, a couple K cars. I've always got to show off the cappuccinos because I will always love that. Probably my favorite of the ABCs, but shouts out to this Honda Beat here. It's like the full Amnesia build. Check this out. Even right down to the wheels, it's got all the stickers on it, the little wing. Look at this interior, guys. We've seen the crystallized Lamborghinis, and this is the crystallized Beat. You can see around the gauges and the vents around the shifter, and it's even got the chopped Lamborghini steering wheel with the Lamborghini doors. That is so damn cool. Love to see that. Look at this. We've got obviously the 240Z, nice Rocket Bunny S15. Look at this. We even got the woody wood paneled hot rod. Literally everything is at Daikaku, guys. If you can't find a car here that you like, then you just don't like cars. That's all I got to say to that. We've got the Phoebe Celeste first gen Gallardo Spider with a giant teddy bear in the passenger seat. Wow, interesting. And look at that, we got another first gen Gallardo here, which also appears to be bone stock. So clean. What a good looking car. So rare to see a bone stock Lamborghini in Japan. There we go. We've got the Tokyo Drift Tribute Evo, pretty much identical. I think right down to like even the canards and all the stickers on it, right exactly like the movie. So there you go, the red Evo is yours, right in the flesh. How about that? Always cool to see a nice little Fast and Furious tribute build. So we'll see what else he's got around here. Actually, this 930 here is quite nice. Obviously, I do like the sort of goldish silver color to it, but I think this rear bumper here is kind of reminiscent to the roof CTR Yellowbird. So it's a nice look to it, and a nice little white F8 Spider beside that too. 718 Spider RS. Now, parked up next to the red Fast and Furious Evo, we have a genuine 3-liter CSL. This is the earlier version, so it doesn't have like the extended wing or anything like that. It's just a beautiful green though, and it's such an extremely rare car. You would expect seeing one of these is pretty cool, but speaking of the one with the big wing, there we go, right behind it. You would assume these guys talked to each other and said they're going to come. It would just be way too much of a coincidence to see two of these at the exact same time. Just extremely rare, very valuable, but this is what you get when you come to Daikaku. A little bit of everything, and such a cool design. Love that it's got the BMW M stripes down the side of this one as well. Pretty darn iconic. Actually, another modern BMW there. Pina B3 is cool. We don't get those in Canada. Have a look at this NSX though. Man, that is so clean. This is kind of like something you would expect to see at like the Tsukuba Time Attack Challenge, the likes of those races. So just a great body kit on that. Just love the 5-spoke advans on it as well. It's got the full roll cage too, so definitely gone all out. Some of the other NSXs we've seen been more for comfort, really good specs, but some of them have been automatic. This one's obviously a very track focused build. Look at that, just such a good silhouette. There we go, slowly but surely making their way through the crowd. You got the GT3 RSs and the Spider RS. It's a nice little trio, actually. A Lamborghini Jalpa. Damn, you do not see these every day. Wow. You've pretty much seen almost like every kind of or variant of Lamborghini, at least mainline ones. So you take a look at the Delta here. This is just lovely. We saw another pretty famous Lancia yesterday with the Stratos, and then the Delta is just an absolute classic, but do love obviously all the Evo parts on it, and that big, I guess, rear drag wing, and the white Speedline Corsa wheels. Very nice look to that. We've seen plenty of Lamborghinis here, but this probably is the nicest spec Revuelto that I've personally seen so far. I love this shade of blue. It's almost like a bit of metallic-y flake in it, almost like a bit of gray. But what I do really like is obviously the carbon fiber part's really nice, but the red accents, and there is like a little silver trim down at the bottom, and it pretty much matches the exact wheel spec. And I think the interior is quite similar too, so that is a lovely looking Revuelto, and this is a really nice Lotus Exige too. It's obviously done up for the track. Again, we've seen a lot of Lotuses here, but this one is probably one of my favorites. White on white too is it's always a winning combo. The Evo 3, the black on the white OZs, like the classic spec. But look at this RX-7. Don't know if it's a factory color or not, but I've not seen this one before, or anyone for that matter in this color. Like a nice side panels as well, and the Adven multi-spokes, and it's almost got like a, I don't know if it's like a Mazda Speed style rear wing on it, but that's quite nice. I really like this color, so interesting if that's factory or not. Back to Tatsumi on our usual loop. We've got an SVJ, probably the quietest SVJ we've heard so far on this trip. Nice roadster though, good spec. We also have the new 992.2 GT3, which I'm still having a tough time telling the difference between the 0.1 and the 0.2. They are quite similar, but this one is newer and more expensive, so there you go, the 992.2. I think the first one we've really seen so far, outside of seeing one at the factory in Germany. We've got Jonathan's Honda Beat, and let's see what else we have down here. Nice little yellow 4C. We've got the Ken Cytomobile, the 718 Spider. We have a Guards Red GT2 RS actually, which is quite nice. It's the YSEC package with the roll cage in the back, so that's good to see. And see if there's anything else down here too. Nice clean 458. So let's see, we have a Miata Civic Type R. Actually, in between these two cars though, which I did see from a bit of a distance, is this Alpine A110R, which is far more extreme than the standard A110. Great looking car. It's a nice white on white 996 GT3. You can see all of the carbon fiber bits on this one, the entire back end covered in carbon fiber, carbon wheels too. So I'm not sure how much this car goes for, but I would assume it's quite expensive with all those carbon parts on it. And I think this is quite rare too. I don't think we've actually seen one on the road before. So that's a pretty good little find, actually, I might say. Here we go, there's the TVR Tuscan. Maximum cool. As we've pulled back up to Gaien, we have the 675 LT Carbon Series Spider, one of 25 in the world. So you guys can obviously see the full body finished in exposed carbon fiber. It's pretty cool. It's quite sinister, and I've always loved the 675 LT. It's such a huge jump over the standard 650S. It's just a fantastic looking car and a very rare sight. Like I said, the Carbon Series, one of 25, and I think there might be some Aventadors potentially coming on the road, and that's why everyone is starting to peek their heads out and see what's coming, which, by the way, there is one over there with a pretty wild looking wing. But let's follow the leapers here and see what's coming down the road. There we go. Got the Blinky Aventador crew coming in, and there's a lot of them. Holy smokes, they've all got the lights going. And very quickly, yeah, you'll see people running after the cars. Yeah, there we go. There we go, guys. It's the national call. That's crazy. Everybody coming after them. Oh, and we got a 2RS as well, just for good measure. Another Y-Sec package. Wow. So just driving around Tokyo, and it's an Aventador Ultimae, a color fade one, and it is wrecked, unfortunately. Don't know what the heck happened, but the entire rear left panel is just completely destroyed and pulled up. I don't know what the heck happened there. That is very unfortunate to see that. That's a really nice looking car too, with the color fade paint. So that is just too bad, guys, but never know what you're gonna find here in Tokyo. Okay, so the police are up there because I don't know if you guys know, but you actually cannot technically park on this road. So every once in a while they'll come and kick everybody out, and then everyone leaves and comes right back. So we went to go see the crashed Aventador, and here we are back with the Fighting Star guys still here. So I don't know. Oh, now the police are turning around, so we would have to move and then come back. I don't imagine they'll want us staying here either, but a Laffer I did drive through earlier, which we missed, of course, unfortunately, but we'll drive around and see if we can catch that later. So some decent cars here. We have the 12 cylinder. This is the GTS though, so it is the removable top. And I love this car from the side. That's such a good looking silhouette. There is another one down there actually, but we do have an old 987 Boxster Spider, which are pretty rare, like a nice cream color. That's a good looking car. Got a 765 LT Spider as well, and another great spec on HRE wheels. And there is the other 12 cylinder back there in a very nice, like almost lightish blue, an F8 and a 296 over there. So there's plenty to choose from, and we had the Lamborghinis earlier, so not too shabby here. Here, by far the coolest car we have seen so far. We've got Hugo with the Highway Patrol Crown Victoria. Take a look at that. It's pretty much exactly what you would expect. It's a full-on cop car, computer, everything, lights. It's hilarious. There we go. By far the coolest thing we've seen since we got here. Well, guys, that is a wrap. I think that's day 4. Yeah, day 4, I believe, in Tokyo. It's all going by so fast. I'm losing track of it, but saw some more cool stuff today. Of course, this was our usual Sunday rounds for guys who are new to the channel. Like I said, that weren't around in the first year when we were actually living here in Tokyo for quite a while. That's the usual Sunday rounds: Daikaku, Gaien, Tatsumi, just hitting up all the hot spots, seeing as many cars as you can. And I'd say we did pretty good. There was some very good stuff out today. So of course, I'll remind you guys again, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button because it helps a lot. Leave your comments down below what your favorite cars were, and there's a lot more coming up from Tokyo, so it's gonna be a jam-packed week again coming up. So again, leave your comments, likes, shares, it all helps, guys. Thanks as always. We'll see you next time on 6 Cars.